Here are 50 animals that were previously believed to be a different type of animal that will make you say,
What?
Striped hyena. It looks like a dog. So much like a dog, in fact, that it was previously put in the Canis genus. But in truth, every hyena is related to cats. Capybara. Weighing 150 pounds, it is the largest living rodent and a good pet. And another thing, it is a phenomenal swimmer. However, it was formerly classified as a pig in the genus. How says that? Wildebeest. These cattle-like antelopes are also called gnus. They were initially thought to be a cattle in the bos genus, but are now part of their own genus, Connochetes. But the blue wildebeest was formerly its own genus, Gorgon. Tapir. These horse relatives love to swim, and they use a proboscis to grab leaves. But they were originally thought to be hippopotamuses. Johnson's okapi. It looks like a zebra made sex with a large antelope, but scientifically, it is a giraffe relative. No, seriously. But in 1901, it was considered a zebra. Aardwolf. This termite licker is also called a civet hyena to describe those anal glands, which is why it was formerly put in the Vivera genus of civets. But for real, it is a type of hyena. Wolverine. This tough but cute brute gave its name to a Marvel hero with large talons. It is the largest land mustelid, weighing 40 pounds. But because it looks a bit like a bear, it was previously put in the Ursus genus. Ratel. This cute critter is actually tough enough to kill a lion, and is called a badger for destroying beehives.
Ew.
But just like the aardwolf, it was initially put in the Vivera genus. Pronghorn. Even though not an antelope, it is also called the American antelope, which is why it was previously put in the Antilope genus. Giraffa camelopardalis. The tallest animal alive is usually classified as one species, and was formerly put in the Cervus genus of deer. Muskox. This bison-like ungulate has musky fur that releases a stinky vinegar-like odor. It is a relative to sheep, but it was formerly put in the cattle genus of bows. Gemsbok. It is actually a type of oryx, which are large African antelopes, but initially it was put in the goat genus of Capra. Gorilla. These are the strongest and largest living primates. Even though they stand similar in height to humans, they typically weigh more. Before their own genus, they were previously put in the chimpanzee genus, formerly troglodytes, currently Pan. Alligator mississippiensis. It is different from crocodiles because of its U-shaped jaw tip. Originally though, it was thought to be a crocodile in the Crocodylus genus. And speaking of crocodiles, American crocodile. Americans often mistake it as a damn alligator, but do you know what's even worse? It was put in the f***ing Lacerta genus of f***ing lizards.
What's wrong with these guys?
Dugong. This unusual mermaid is actually related to elephants, but originally, it was put in the Trichechus genus of manatee. Reticulated python. As the longest extant snake, it may exceed 33 feet in length. But this python was previously put in the boa genus, and then in the colubur genus. Saiga antelope. This alien-looking hoofed mammal has an inflatable proboscis, but in 1760, it was put in the currently invalid ibex genus, until 6 years later, when it was once put in the Capra genus of goats, which does feature those ibexes. Aardvark. These are pig-like insectivores with hoofed feet, but they were formerly put in the Myrmecophaga genus of anteaters, but they're really related to elephants and other aphrotherians. Walrus. The bull is well known for his signature tusks, that he uses to pull himself onto ice, defend, and to search for clams. Even though it's nicknamed a horse whale that walks on teeth, it was initially put in the Phoca genus of earless seals. But what's even worse is that it was classified as a manatee.
What's wrong with these guys?
Giant harpy eagle. It is a large and terrifying raptor bird from South America. But Harpia harpyja was initially known to be in the vultur genus of vultures, which only has the Andean condor right now. Cane toad. The biggest toad alive, it can get 9 inches long. But before Bufo and Rhinella, it was thought to be a frog in the Rana genus. Bos gorus. This is the tallest and heaviest living bovid, 7 feet tall and weighing 2 metric tons. But this titanic beauty was originally put in the bison genus because of its other name, Indian bison. Gharial. Surpassing 20 feet long, it is the longest extant crocodilian, but it was previously put in the f***ing Lacerta genus, and the Crocodylus genus, previously Crocodylus. European badger. Meles is a large mustelid, but this deadly sweetie was first put in the Ursus genus. Coati. These little charms look like a long-faced raccoon with a pig nose, but since they look a tad bit like a civet, they were at one point put in the genus of Vivera. Blackbuck. Depressingly, it is the only species of the once giant antelope genus, but at first, this Asian antelope was put in the goat genus of Capra. Common European toad. This tiny guy is the type species of the bufo genus that previously had all toads. But because a toad is a frog, it was historically put in the rana genus. Oceanic sunfish or mola mola. This big guy was formerly thought to be the biggest bony fish alive, weighing 4,400 pounds, and was also thought to be a pufferfish in the Tetraodon genus, American raccoon. Even though this cat-like critter eats garbage, and can be deadly, it is seriously cute as but once upon a time, believe or not, it was put in the Ursus genus of bears, Javelina. All the Javelina or peccary species were once put in the genus of pigs. But truth be told, these pig wannabes are not actual pigs from the Suidae family. They are called skunk pigs due to their appearances and how they unleash a stench from a scent gland on their back. Spectacled caiman. It is a small crocodilian related to alligators, but Caiman crocodilus was previously assigned as a Lacerta lizard, before being added to the Crocodilus genus, currently named Crocodilus. Drill monkeys. This is a genus consisting only of the mandrill, and the quite confusing drill monkey. The former is one of the most colorful mammals known. These ugly dolls were formerly classified as baboons in the Papio genus, but more recent studies say that they are more closely related to the white-eyelid monkeys than the baboons. Sloth bear. This lover is named for those large talons, but it was accidentally added to the Bradypus genus of, you've guessed it right, sloths. Great white shark. It is the biggest predatory fish and deadliest fish alive, and was originally assigned as a dogfish in the Squalus genus. But even more insane was that Carl Linnaeus identified it as an amphibian of some sort. That pissed me off to the point where I madly bit my fist. Hell, that even made me ask,
When will this nightmare end?
It's your own damn fault, Linnaeus. Striped skunk. This little critter releases a stinky odor to ward off a predator. But this walking stink bomb was originally put in the civet genus of Vivera, painted dog or cape hunting dog. These hyperdogs are one of Africa's most insane killers. But at first they were classified as hyenas due to appearances. They were put in the hyena genus, which only has the striped hyena, the llamoids. These humpless camelids consist of the llama, alpaca, guanaco, and vicuña. They were compared to sheep. But new research say that they are related to camels. So much so, that they were formerly put in the Camelus genus, cassowary. These beauties are actually both the world's deadliest bird, and the real-life equivalent of the theropod dinosaurs that went extinct. However, they were initially classed as ostriches in the Struthio genus, mandrill. The scientific name for this beautiful but scary monkey was previously Simia sphinx, and it was traditionally put in the Papio genus of baboons in the past. But what's worse was that Carolus Linnaeus described it as a kind of hyena.
What's wrong with these guys?
It's your own damn fault, Linnaeus. Short-beaked echidna. This is a spiky mammal that loves to lick off ants for food. That and its long thin snout is why it was formerly classified as an anteater in the Myrmecophaga genus. But truth be told, this is actually an egg-laying mammal called a monotreme, green sea turtle. The green sea turtle is a large turtle with flippers for its legs that mostly swims in oceans. However, during its initial description, it was placed in the Testudo genus that just contains terrestrial turtles called tortoises. Greylag goose. Apparently, its name was accepted because it lags behind other migrating geese. Even though it is a goose, from the Asner genus, it was originally put in the Anas genus of ducks. Groundhog or woodchuck. Apparently, this rodent is responsible for Groundhog's Day, and that damn question that nobody could shut up about. But what is a pain in the egg sack is that Carolus Linnaeus previously classed it as a mouse in the Muse genus, Florida or Antillean manatee. At 10 feet long and surpassing half a ton in weight, it is the biggest living sirenian. But Linnaeus stupidly classed these real-life mermaids in the fish group. Are you joking me, Linnaeus? Like,
what is wrong with you?
Now this was in the first edition of his Systema Natura. Eagle. These are powerful birds of prey that have strong talons. One of them, the bald eagle, is actually the national bird of the United States of America. But initially, they were all put in the falco genus, except for the giant harpy eagle, swan. These large waterfowl are a symbol of love and peace. But because they're large, they can attack when disturbed. They are the heaviest, tallest, and have the longest wingspan of the living waterfowl. Because they look like ducks, they were historically put in the Anas genus, Rhea. These ostrich lookalikes are the America's largest living birds. Now previously, they were put in the ostrich genus, Struthio, hence their alternative name, South American ostrich, emu. This, just like the Rheas, is an ostrich lookalike and an ostrich wannabe. But it was formerly put in the cassowary genus, Cassoreus, blue lobster. It is typically colored in either blue or greenish blue, but when it's cooked, it alternates its color into a bright red. But It was previously placed as a f***ing crab in the damn canker genus.
What's wrong with these guys?
There we go, baby. Well, those were 50 animals that were previously believed to be a different type of animal. Did all of them make you say,
What?
If so, well, please leave a like and subscribe.